Hello there fellow humans and welcome to this video, and today I want to talk about everything that is in the shop because there is quite a lot. Now obviously, first of all, in the auction the T26E5 is still remaining and about 1,000 left, so I can certainly recommend that thing if you don't already have the T54E2 or the MXM49. I can certainly recommend that tank, is pretty good. But now let's go through everything that is in the shop and let's play one battle at the end, and let's also do a giveaway at the end because this is going to be the last tank giveaway for quite a while. But let's go straight into the video. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to stay tuned for the giveaway somewhere at the end. Now, obviously, Battle Pass, always very good thing to buy if you play actively. You know, if you play the game actively, Battle Pass is actually amazing. Definitely always worth buying. Crates are never worth buying. This New Year bundle, though, is worth buying, certainly, because you get the free tank. It might be a tier 10, so 12 euros for that isn't really that bad. Obviously, you get also the useless attachments, but 2,000 gold and a tank. I'd say this one is worth risking. And yeah, what isn't worth risking though? Collect them all containers, obviously. They're stupid. Don't buy them. Don't even look at them. Then the IS6, it's sold twice for the same bundle, basically. 12 euros or 5,500 gold, which, to be fair, isn't that bad. Why is this more discounted than this one? I don't know. It's one of those, you know, T34 Jagdtiger bundles. However, I'd say, even though it's only 5.5k or 12 euros, I don't really think much of this tank. If you're broke, sure. However, most of you aren't going to buy a lot of premium tanks, right? So 4 to 5 premiums at your rate. If one of them is this one, you're not going to have a lot of fun with it because it's just very old and very bad. So, to be fair, I wouldn't buy it. And obviously, I wouldn't buy these Snogan things as well because they're dumb. Action X, it can be good if you're a weirdo. But overall, the T4E2, the MXM49 are just massively better. And the Cromwell can be a very fun tank, you know, it has decent DPM, it has quite good mobility, it has 13 degrees of gun depression, which is insane. However, 5 euros, I don't know, if you want it just to play for fun, it surely can be worth it, just like the M2 Lite, M3 Lite rather, 3 euros for 7 days of premium, and a funny little tier 3. Why not? Brass crates, they're obviously stupid. Now, these gold boxes, I think they're pretty much worth it. You know, if you don't have those already, they can certainly be worth buying. If you are planning to play a lot of Blitz in 2022, then the 360 days of premium can also be not too bad of a deal, as you can see, for 12k gold. That's not too bad. And then, obviously the rest is just, I mean, this stuff. 6k gold for both of these tanks. They're not very interesting, you know, it's just an IS2, you can get the IS and have the same experience, and the Victory isn't, it I think does have quite a good credit coefficient, but it's still only a tier 6. So for 6k gold, if you are a collector, sure, both the tanks are not bad, but they're not good enough to be considered main premium tanks by any means, just like the Fire and Ice bundle here with the 112 and WZ Blaze, which both are quite bad, so 7.5k for these two is just a waste of money at this point. The only thing that is quite interesting here isn't this bundle, but that is what is in it. The T95 is a very mediocre, very bad medium tank. The Pershing is a better tank than this. You know, the Pershing has more DPM. The Pershing has more armor as well because the Pershing doesn't have massive cupola. So, there's that. But then, the interesting part here is the Chieftain, which is, I think, the only thing that I could probably recommend as of right now. Same with the T26, because none of these things are just very good. So, you know, you're always going to make some kind of compromise if you buy these things. Let's play one battle in this Chieftain, and after that, let's do a giveaway. So now, while the tier 10 Chieftain is a great tank, this thing isn't so much. Now, it's good, but obviously, the problem of all these tanks is if you recommend the tank on its own, and you forget what else is around it, you're just kind of just telling shit, because obviously, a tank is only worth it in comparison to all the other tanks. Why would you buy a tank like this when you can get an MXM449 for, well, more expensive, but that is then massively better as well as a tank. Now, 5k is pretty much the best you can get for a tier 8, which is quite good. So, what I can recommend is the T26 and this thing, because if you sell a tier 8 for under 5k, then it's always shit. That's, I think, how it works for Wargaming. You know, like the 112, which is just complete lech. So I wouldn't really recommend that. But let's see. Now, it only has 225 alpha damage, which kind of puts it down a bit. I'd say the 5-1 is sort of on the same level, or is a bit stronger. So you know, this is only a tank to consider when you already have the good premiums and you want to have something extra, because obviously if you don't have the T-42, the MXM-49, this Chimera, you gotta buy those first, because those are obviously the best ones and those are the ones to have. And it doesn't matter if there's 100 premiums if only three or four of them are really that good. So that's the downside of Blitz. So obviously there are a couple of more, like the 112 too, but those are just a tiny bit below, I'd say. And this one was certainly not bad. It can't pin a tiger frontally, which, to be fair, isn't really anything surprising. But ouch, that's gonna hurt. Or he just, yeah. No, I mean, your best defense is the enemy's stupidity, I think, at this point in time. But yeah, that's just Blitz these days, I suppose. Okay, the 28 somewhat camping back there. Just trying to go for it. Hello. And there's T-54. I'm not doing too well here. It's a decent game. It's something you can expect to get when you're playing this tank, obviously, because if I show you like a 4K damage game, that's very unrealistic. That's not going to happen very often. I want to show you something that's realistic. You know, don't want to just be like, hey, you did 4K damage in this game, this tank's good, when it isn't, when it's me that's good. So, as you can see, decent game for this tank. That's something I would consider slightly below average if I would try, but nonetheless, to anyone, I wouldn't recommend anything in the shop right now. There's nothing that's really a great bundle besides the New Year bundle. That's really... And obviously the battle passes, as always. The battle passes are always a good deal. And what is always a good deal as well is a giveaway. Now, how is it going to work? Quite simple. Like and subscribe to this channel. Then join the Discord server. Link to that is in the description. You know, join the Discord, very, very important. Link in the description. You can also subscribe to my Twitch and stuff like that. Or, well, follow if you want. But that's not mandatory. So yeah, like, subscribe, join the Discord, and write a comment with your name, your server, what tank you want. That can either be a 252U, a Panzer 58. No one so far has picked that, so I'm just going to say that already. You know, a 252U, a Panzer 58, or a Kanonen Jagdpanzer. I would obviously recommend the 252U there. And because the Kanonen and the Panzer 58 are pretty bad. So, one of those three, you know, your name, your server, your tank, and what is a tank that you want, but you don't have. Those 4 things in your comment. And with that, good luck, and see you for the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.